what's that, Joseph?
Don't worry about it.
All right. So, picking up where we left off. Shoot, sorry, Joseph. Do you mind putting push to talk on? I hear myself coming through your headset. It's throwing me off a little bit.
I'm so sorry.
No, you're fine. All right. So last time, what is it? Why is it doing that? I'm not sure why it's doing it. I muted you, Joseph, just for the moment. So go ahead and unmute yourself after. Push to talk. We'll work it for you. So last few days, you guys have been making your way around the city. What is going on? Is it doing it to anyone else?
I'm just going to keep the mic off.
Sorry, man. I don't know why it's throwing me off so bad. It's just like hearing myself talk like 5 seconds later. Like... All right, so Rona, you were able to send some letters off and also found some letters awaiting for you. One from your brother telling you that he was going off to Feywind to look into some reported issues out in the east, in the northern kingdoms, over in Yeznet. And also, you guys worked on the wagon for a bit, with the parts that Brina Garrick is working for you. She should have those for you guys here very soon, the last few ones you're waiting on. But you still got quite a ways to go with building the wagon. And you also did some research into, or preparation and planning into looking into the Blackened Shield family name and what they have and their belongings. And after a few more discoveries and a long night of drinking alone, Lorna took a walk alone on the beach and came back with the help of her friend Cronus to make sure nothing happened to her. And you guys have returned back to the inn and awoke, or when you all awoke, Faye had another long-stemmed black rose in her door. And that's kind of where we're at. We're this morning where, Faye, you have this rose that has kind of fallen before your feet.
We really need to see where these are coming from.
Yeah. Wait, is Lorna awake at this point?
It's, you guys imagine come to, Joseph's been an early riser from what I've been gathering to work on the wagon as soon as he can, but so I imagine Joseph's definitely up, but the rest of you could be waking up around the same time too.
For what?
We're waking up. This is Faye. Just woke up and found the black stem rose at her door. So you guys are, I imagine, once you guys all come awake and are at the downstairs, or what do you guys want to do?
Well, Lorna is going to try and sleep in as long as possible, and she's probably face down on the table when she gets there.
Okay, alright.
You think we should check on Lorna and see if she's alright after that drinking she did last night?
Kind of like put my fingers to her pulse. No, she's fine.
Do a con save real quick, Laura. We'll see how bad shape you are, and how much you do to take the rest.
Yeah.
Well, you've been through worse, but you can definitely use a little extra sleep, but you could get up if you had to.
Yeah.
It's more of a want to sleep more than a required to sleep.
Yes.
So you guys...
Am I echoing bad?
What about going bad?
I was asking if I'm still echoing.
Oh, you're
No.
really quiet.
No, but you sound like you're
away.
a million miles away.
Let me turn you up real quick. Try saying something again, Joe, so I can probably crank you up and it might be okay. Oh, no.
No, it's worse.
No, sorry. That did nothing.
I was trying to mess with the volume. Can you hear me now?
Perfect.
Yep.
I was trying to see if I could fix that echoing, but
It was a little quieter at that time. So, yeah, I think it's a little quieter. I can barely hear it in the background.
I don't see how that's possible. I'm wearing a headset.
I don't hear the echoing.
It was before you arrived.
Cool, I don't hear it now, so it's fixed.
He's got a new magical item that makes my voice come back and messes up the DM, gives you guys an advantage on the rest of the game.
Woo!
So, I'm sorry, go ahead. So, what were you guys doing? You guys, are you working on the wagon first thing, Joseph? Or are you sitting down having breakfast? What do you all want to do? Where do you want to start?
Joseph will be working on the wagon till whoever runs the tavern starts to cook and everything. Then he'll take a break and have breakfast.
Okay. I'll say breakfast brings most of you to rise. So those that hadn't been awake already, you guys could all definitely meet for breakfast. And the smell of eggs and other kind of delights. So you all are sitting around the table, except for you, Lorna, if you choose to sleep in even later. But the rest of you, I imagine, are at the breakfast table now.
No, she'll join.
It's kind of hard to turn down the smell of bacon.
That is true.
Very true.
You okay there?
I'm good. Good, just no loud noises, please.
Are you sure you're okay?
Yes. I'll be fine. Mom.
Yeah, that sounds more accurate.
That is very accurate.
So what's the plans for today, peeps?
So you guys have 3 days until the ball. I know that some of you had started already planning your outfits too. I don't know if you guys wanted to stuff like that too. Just for how you also, I'm sorry to recap what you guys kind of have on your horizon or what's going on current events for you. I didn't recap those, but you're working on the wagon. There's the funeral coming in 3 days, and you have what was the other thing? Oh, the contract for pelts.
Yes.
Displacer beast pelts, and you also had. You'd heard some grumblings of goblins and things in the hills and the outskirts, but nothing formal. Like no one offering you any business to deal with them. Oh, and poems. Thanks for Joseph. Sorry.
So what?
And your thing too, Joseph. I'm sorry, with the black and shields.
Yeah.
Yes.
Joseph is going to ask Anika and Cronus, would you folks be interested in helping me try to get the noble folks to either donate for the military or help in any way they can to try to end the war between the Forgotten and the rest of Fantasia?
Sure.
Sure.
This is awkward. I wasn't really asking for you, kid.
Okay.
Oh, that's awful.
I kind of want someone who is respectable, someone who someone mature.
Oh.
Fine.
Oh my god, this
You know,
is
it's that kind of attitude right there.
savage.
It's that attitude right there is why you're not coming.
Anika looks incredibly amused at this
Faye,
and not hiding it in the slightest.
how about instead you design a dress for me.
That sounds very fun. Let's come up with some ideas.
Oh no, what did I get myself into?
There. You'll be fine. At least it'll be quiet.
Oh god, it better be.
Possibly quiet.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We could also have wine.
Oh. Okay.
So before we all end up doing this, we want to do the Displacer Beast thing tomorrow or more like after the funeral thing?
Do we have an idea of where it's at? How long it'll take to get there and back?
Outside the city?
Yeah, VS had told you, Anika, it'd be at least probably a day's trip, at least. It's a few hours to get out there, probably the hunt and stuff, depending on how long it takes you to find what you're looking for. Harvest it could be about a day, there and back.
About a day round trip.
All right,
Let's do
we
it
could do that.
afterwards, just in case things go south.
Fair.
Yeah, I mean, that wouldn't be a bad idea.
Well, then let's go raise some money and do whatever investigation Josel's refusing to tell me about.
I told you.
Okay, the reason for the investigation then.
What investigation?
Exactly.
I'm lost. Anyway, dressed in your best digs, and Joseph was going to go to his room and change into his outfit.
All right, what outfit?
The military
the one he
one?
purchased.
The military outfit? Okay.
The dress military outfit.
Okay. What are you? So who's? It's gonna be Josel, Anika, and who else? I'm sorry.
Me.
Cronus.
Okay, and then Lorna, Bart, and what am I forgetting?
You're forgetting
Okay,
me.
you guys are. Sorry.
Wow.
You guys are working on Lorna's dress and other things then?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We'll go with these guys and we'll swap back over to you guys in a little bit. So, where would you like to start? You just basically want to start in the higher end district, Josel, and kind of start going door to door and meeting and greeting a few people.
Yeah, and about halfway through the whole going door to door, we'll eventually get to the blackened shields, and we'll do a bit there. Then once we're done with that, we're going to continue with the other nobles.
Okay. So you go your first few doors going through, and you go through the gist. By the time you get to the second or third door, though, you're still trying to work it out. Go ahead and give me your sell. What are you trying to? What's your proposition to these people?
All right. Well, Joseph is going to let Anika do this, but he's going to pitch the idea that, all right, so what we want to do is try to get them to donate however much gold that they can, as much as they can, and if they feel like they can, or rather they don't want to spend that gold, you could probably spend it to maybe, whatever businesses that they run, they could probably use that for the in some way helping the army, or rather the city itself, maybe donating like whatever merchandise that they normally work with, and just try to make it where it helps the city, helps the military, and that this can actually benefit them in the long run. That
Mm-hmm.
they might lose a little bit more money than they normally spend, but in the long run they'll make more. Think you can work with that?
I can. I just have one question as former military man. Do you normally raise money from merchants? How odd is this?
Not that odd. Desperate times. It's no different than drafting.
It's a little odd that it's not sanctioned, like through. But you trust the nines. Are you going? You're going to be there at the door. You're trying to represent the capital, correct? Or no? Just some.
No, I'm going to spin it a little differently.
Samaritans.
I'm Samaritans, but I want to offer it as a gift to Ariel, in memorandum of Trident. As a gift, not necessarily for the military, but for the capital and the royal family who's had a great tragic loss. Make sense?
It's up to you guys. Do you guys want to discuss it at all before you come to the first door that'll open for you?
I mean, why not both? It's all connected, really.
It is, but it's going to be weird that I'm asking this when they know I'm not part of the military.
No, but you are part of whatever this group is.
True. Still not part of the military, but we are aligned with the family. It's a little less lying and a bit more persuading.
All right. So you guys come to the next house. It's a very large door, dark wood against a lighter blue stonework, and some shingles that kind of go up, and it comes to a nice little sloping, pointing roof. And there's a big knocker on it. What would you like to do?
Can I reach the knocker?
Actually, just you would have to probably reach the knocker for it. A few moments pass by. You see a few people walking past the street as you're kind of sitting outside on the stoop waiting for them to open the door. Some people kind of give you momentary glances, but are too kind of proud of them. It's not polite to stare too openly, so they don't stand too long. And eventually the door starts to move, the mechanism to keep it shut, and it opens before you. And you see a half-elf male standing before the door. He's like, "Hello, who may I ask is calling?"
I'm Anika. This is Josel. And is Cronus standing with us before I go into the spiel?
Yep.
Okay. And this is Cronus. We're members of Karuta here on behalf of, gifts for Ariel in the army. But have you heard of Trident's death and the funeral coming up?
Of course, we've heard of Trident's death. We are not welcoming solicitors at this moment.
Are you sure?
Yes, we
These are
have.
trying times, and having your name and whatever contribution, whether it be monetary or service, would look great for you for the royal family.
I only serve the royal family here, ma'am. You would have to speak with someone of more reputation than me to something like this. If you wait, I can go see if she'll seek audience with you for right now.
Of course.
So he'll close the door behind him and disappear. It takes about 5 minutes to come back, and then you see this taller elfin lady open the door, and she says, "How may I help you? There's some kind of fund you're trying to raise?"
Funds or service, we're not picky, but more of a gift to take some load off of the royal family in these trying times, especially with their personal tragedy.
And who are you two, may I ask? Or three, you three. I'm sorry, all three of you. The Dragonborn is there too, yeah.
Oh, I'm Anika Sweettooth.
I'm a Josel model.
And that's Cronus. We're members of Karuta and I'd say friends, personal friends to Ariel. As for official titles, I don't think we've been given those yet. But surely you've heard of us.
Karuna, I have heard the people, your name talked about in the streets. Yes, come in. We can discuss this. What are you're raising funds for? I guess like a gift. I mean,
Yes. Whether essentially a gift that the family can use so that they don't have to. Well, half of their mind must be dedicated towards the tragedy and figuring out what to do with the rest of Atlantis, and the other half is fighting a war. And we're trying to take some of that load off so that they can have their personal time to grieve. So whether money, if you own any shops or have any particular services that you could use for the military, or to bring morale up in the citizenship. We're not picky.
well, I'll be glad to inform you that the Sea Collar family has already given a generous donations to the capital and the royal family in preparations for this funeral. But I think it's lovely that you're trying to do for her as well. I don't let anyone call the Sea Collar family cheap. I would definitely like to contribute to your fund as well. I'm a little interested in how you three have gotten together. How are you guys all got in the mix? And she's kind of looking through her belonging, her like little bag. See, how big of a donation are you all seeking?
Look into your heart of hearts, madam, and I think you'll have the right answer. We put no pressure on anyone.
I had a little bit more direction of what the funds be used for. I would be able to justify more, but I think now this will get you started, and she'll hand you a platinum piece.
That will work. Your generosity is noted, and to hopefully raise morale and even possibly military might.
So, do I hope to see you all at the dance, or not the dance, the ceremony after the funeral in a few days?
Oh, absolutely.
Excellent. Well, your friends are very quiet but very polite, so it was nice to meet all of you.
Yeah, during this whole thing, Joseph's just looking around.
It's a little. If you're going to go, actually, I wonder if she would know you, Joseph. Let me see. Nope. It's a little odd. She'll just say like, I recommend. I recommend that it's a little puts people easy with you. Don't stand there like a statue. And she'll just kind of give you a polite smile and close the door. And you guys want to keep going through a couple of houses and repeat this same kind of pitch?
Oh, yeah, I mean, I don't know he's going for one specific house, so
Sure.
yeah, down the lane.
Go ahead and just do a persuasion check, Anika. We'll see how if you're going to do most of the talking. Or Joseph, did you want to take a stab at one of the doors before you get to the blackened shields?
I mean, mine's not going to be as good. I will just roll for it because I'm not that great.
I don't believe that for a minute, but that's fine. We can roll. Just if you want to do persuasion for that, Anika. Okay.
It's not that great.
Cronus, did you want to try?
Yeah, sure. Why the hell not? Let me do a house.
Okay.
Go for it.
I can't wait for this.
All right. This is about 6 houses in. Anika's been fairly persuasive. Nothing crazy. She's definitely gotten a door or two shut in her face along the way that people are just like, we don't want solicitors. This is odd. You're not with the capital. Bug off. Or in other words, are paying you a polite courtesy like, thanks, but we're not, we've already donated. Some of them are just been pleasantly telling you they've already donated a substantial amount of things, the efforts. And it doesn't hurt that several noble families in this district also are from military families to the north. But you come to another door here, Curtis, and this is a big red wood kind of door, and it's set against like a green backdrop house. What would you like to do? There's not a knocker on this one.
I will knock on the door myself.
All right. Second. All right. And you'll see a human this time answer the door, and he is a little bit middle-aged. He's dressed up proper enough, though, and he, hello? How can I help you?
All right, so with the 5 persuasion, I have a feeling that this conversation is going to be like, we are collecting money. Would you like to give some? And that pretty much be about it.
No. Thanks for
I'll say thank you, and then I'm just going to walk away.
He's just going to close the door slowly. He clicks shut, and then you hear it lock.
They all can't be winners.
To be fair, that went better than I expected. At least he slowly closed the door.
Yeah, but he locked that pretty fast.
Yeah, but most people would just see Cronus and slam the door. Progress.
All right, that's a win in my book then.
Exactly.
All right. So, after going door to door, you guys are able to probably acquire. Let's do this. You were able to acquire a total of 4 platinum pieces, including the first stop that you made, Anika. And you find yourself arriving at this very big, broad, black door. It's square. It's very angular. It doesn't have sloping roofs or anything like some of the other houses you've been to. It's very bold and structured and made of stone, prominent rock all around the building. And you see on the knocker a shield-like knocker where the ring clashes against the shield. So you have you choose to knock on the door here.
Yeah.
Just so you'll have to knock through the knocker. Oh no, you won't. It's more of them. No, you actually can reach this one, Adika. There's 2
Oh, good, because I would have jumped anyway.
There's a smaller knocker and a higher knocker.
Joseph will tap on Cronus's shoulder and give him a nod.
You hear some movement around, and then eventually someone opens the door, and it is a dwarf, younger, but he's kind of dressed appropriately, and he addresses you all and asks for your business.
So we're collecting money or services or anything, and really that you'd like to give as a gift for the royal family in these trying times. You know their personal grief.
You'll have to speak to someone from the Black and Shield, man. I don't speak for them. They are really not seeing anyone right now. They have visitors coming in.
Well, if you wouldn't mind a moment of their time, you could tell them it is Karuta. That might change the master and mistress's mind.
They were very adamant about me not bothering. You can persuade some check real quick.
Okay. Oof. Even worse.
I really, I'm sorry. The Lord and Lady are very unforgiving if I disrupt their privacy at times. Can I wait for another time? Their son just got in, and it doesn't sound like things are too pleasant right now. I really don't want to be the man in the middle right now at the moment.
Oh, that sounds terrible. Well,
the messenger. But maybe come back later, or
when would be a good time?
I don't know. It's usually smooths over. Come back in an hour, and I'll see if things have changed for you at all.
Okay.
And I'll kind of like slip him a gold piece. So thank you for your time and good luck there, buddy.
Okay. So an hour passes by, and or is there anything you want to do with that hour while you wait?
We will just continue going door to door during that time.
Okay,
Yeah.
go ahead and do some persuasion check. Do another persuasion check. Anyone that would like to try some doors, go ahead and do a persuasion check. One
There we
each.
go.
There we go.
Okay.
It's like a plus 10. And it's like 15, 17. Like, Jesus.
Okay. So yeah, definitely you were able to get another. Well, let me do another roll here. Holy crap! That's appropriate. You got another 10 platinum pieces by going door to door. You have something an honest air about you, and I hope you don't use it for bad.
Of course I will.
People-
Just not right now.
So you have you receive another 10 platinum pieces as you go door to door. But you pretty much have hit every house in this district now to really exploit or not exploit to
We're going to give the money to the queen.
I didn't mean to use that word. You have to go else to the next districts and stuff, and possibly to the docks even furthermore so. But it's easily been an hour, and you return back to the same black bold door against that white marble and stonework wall of a house, and you knock on the door one more time, and the same dwarf servant kind of opens the door, and he goes, "Oh yes, I don't know if it's gotten any better at all, but I was able to sneak a word in before getting shouted at and to leave the room. I think the lady might be able to speak with you."
Okay. And just so I don't embarrass myself, what was the name of the family again, the Lord and Lady?
Lady Gwynra Blackenshield and Lord Dorum Blackenshield.
Thank you.
So, because I'm probably mispronouncing it.
Thank you.
All right. A few moments pass, and you see a taller for a dwarf, I guess, lady. She's about 3'8", and she's got black hair and kind of tied back behind the hair, and she's got white garments, a dress with some black accents and some black and gold accents and trim. And as she approaches you three, she goes, "So this is Karuda I've heard so much about.
Madam?
What brings you to my humble abode? People of your stature, you're quite famous right now. What do I owe the pleasure?"
Well, come, and as you must know, we've been with Ariel, and unfortunately, we're the bearers of rather terrible news with her father's death. And we were hoping, with help of course, the city's finest citizens, to collect money to either essentially gift it to Her Royal Highness herself, whether to be used to help with the city's morale, military, or at the royal family's discretion, essentially. It's not a direct military payment, but it might be. But this one is more personal. You know. Something to say we're all sorry for your loss.
Fine. Yes, I will contribute to your fund. What has everyone else been contributing around here?
What was the highest donation I got?
It's been about a platinum. That's probably been the highest one.
Well, I must say that most have given platinums, but normally one, maybe two.
While this is happening, Josel's like looking around the entire room.
Sure. Let me see here. looking in, you see that the stairs that kind of go up and they go up and then they branch off left and right, going to different wings of the house. And that's where you can actually go ahead and make perception checks too, real quick, Josel. And Cronus, if you're trying to look too, you can go ahead and make a perception check as well.
Wow,
Okay.
my passive got more than that.
Weird flex, okay.
Sorry.
No, go ahead, Anika.
No, I was just like, I think I noticed that they're trying to look around. And I don't know what they're looking for, so I just like ignore them and focus on her.
You see Josel and Cronus squinting really hard, trying to make out what's in the room. No, but things that you do see that's in front of you. You do see the stairs. They branch out left and right and go to different wings of the house. In the foyer, you will see also some decorations. Some are a little posh, but there's a lot of dwarven script kind of items that or decorate their inner walls in their house. And you also see a family portrait on the main foyer. And the foyer also goes left and right, and you can to other parts of the house. So that's as much as you can make from the doorway.
You seem to have a very lovely home.
We've earned it. We've earned it after all the years we've spent here in Espa.
Would you mind showing us a tour? I don't make them like this anymore.
It's really not a good time. My son is back from the peaks of the mines, and we're very busy catching up with what news he brings with him.
Oh, so we were just in them previously.
Persuasion check, though, Josel.
Yeah.
She, Hester, after she says that back to you, she kind of studies you. And she kind of brings her eye back to you and Nika afterwards. And she, after giving you the platinum piece, she kind of looks at the three of you like, is there anything else I can do for you? My family has done enough for Ariel and her father.
Actually, real quick, I want to pull out like a small piece of paper and write a note on it and hand it to Josel.
Okay. Do you want to tell us what it says?
I'm actually gonna whisper it to him.
Wait, I'm so confused. You wrote him a note?
And he's gonna only share it with him, not the rest of us.
Yeah, this is gonna be very suspicious, man.
He's a silent monk. He can't talk to you, of course.
So I did ask though, like, oh, which mines were those? We just came from some.
The Deadwind mines.
My friend here.
She's watching you two do this. Be weird right now.
My friend here says that he needs to use the restroom. Do you happen to have any? We've been going door to door all day. We hadn't really had a break.
Fine. She kind of leans over and she kind of rolls her eyes.
Right.
And she looks over at the server. She goes, Ikrim, come here and take this fellow to the restroom while I keep...
Joseph's going to like turn to Cronus and like start moving his hands around. It's like they're going to take you to the bathroom.
Are you okay?
So
don't for deception. Not that you're gonna like. She's believing that it's weird, but I want to see how well you sell it and how is she.
While he's doing this, I'm writing another another note that says, "I'm not deaf, asshole," and then hand it to Josel, and I'm gonna write her a thank you, and then give it to her.
Where'd you get this paper from?
I just assume it's like little tidbits of like paper. Well, not like a full-blown notepad, more like
he's breaking out the legal pad.
I was gonna try and help Josel, but I don't think it matters.
I was
the way
they'll think that you're deaf, and then you could probably they won't have to worry about like listening in on you and being quiet and stuff.
So Ikram will take you, but Gwynra, I'm sorry, I'm messing up their names now. Let me make sure I'm getting these the right name. Yeah, Gwynra. Damn, why did I call it a complicated name?
Because it's fantasy?
I don't know. That was you.
Bob takes Cronus to... Ikram takes you, Cronus, through the house. Actually, let me switch over to my other notepad so I can kind of keep relation. Okay, so Cronus, she takes you down off to the right. She doesn't take you up the stairs. She takes you to the right. Or he takes you through the right of the foyer into the other room. It kind of is another study, lobby kind of here, seating room where people kind of can gather and socialize. And a little bit past that is a hallway, which he leads you through. In this room, if you go ahead and make a perception check. Okay. You're going to see another smaller family portrait, not as grand as the one that you saw in the foyer. It's just a smaller scale. Still pretty impressive. It's roughly 2 feet by 4 feet, or 4 feet by 2 feet, however whatever, with height. It's portrait size. And you will also see some other things, such as a box sitting on one of the tables next to a set of chairs. Not sure what's in it, but it looks like it's a little box with a top piece that opens and closes. And some other higher end furniture around the room. And Ikram then leads you to the door to the bathroom, and he says, "It's right here, sir." And he kind of walks past you towards the kitchen a little bit of the way. He's kind of in the hallway talking to some of the other servants while you help yourself to the restroom. What are you...
So, like,
we don't have to role play your restroom visit, but what would you like to do while you're in the stall?
I mean, what does he think you're gonna do? Steal from him?
So you did not go into the stall yet. He opened the door, and then he kind of didn't hover too long to make it awkward, but just kind of like, here's the restroom. I'll be back in a little bit to escort you from escort you back out.
All right. Yeah, I'll probably just go in, give it like a good minute, and then come back out and see if he's there.
You step out. Are you just...
I want to try to quietly open the door so it doesn't necessarily alert him.
Okay. I guess just do stealth. Okay. The door opens, and your patience with the handle makes it so the mechanics of the door is fairly quiet, and the door opens without any squeaks or groans from swinging open. And as you step into the hall, are you stepping in just broad openly, or just to look casual, or are you trying to sneak into the hall, like kind of creep into the hall without being seen? Or are you trying to peek through the door before entering the hall, I guess I should say. What are you trying to do?
I would say it's kind of like check the hallway out, and then if it looks clear, then I'm going to try to creep over to the one room with the painting.
Okay. You open the door, and you do not see anyone in the hallway. So you hear some commotion, though, coming from the hall. There's some pots and different things used for cooking. That's obviously the kitchen or at least where they prep the food from where you're standing. So what would you like to do? You are currently in this hallway alone with some decorations like plants and other kind of ornate dwarfish artwork.
I would like to work my way down the hall to the room that had that 2x4 painting.
Okay. You'd make it there. You didn't walk that far from it, so it takes you just nothing but a moment to get there. Go ahead and do me a perception check. And also, are you still trying to maintain your silence?
I want to silently enter the room, but I don't want to make it look like I'm up no good.
You're sneaking
I'm kind of
into
just like once I'm in the room, I want to like investigate the painting, but not like physically touch the painting.
Okay, sure. So go ahead. You go into the room. You don't need to. We'll just go off the previous stuff because you haven't done anything yet. You haven't touched or interacted with anything yet. So you still hear the commotion, coming from the kitchen where they prep the food and things. But you approach the picture and you see that it is a picture of 4 dwarves. One of which that you recognize as the lady that you first met at the door, Gwynra. So you imagine that the rest are the Lord Dolrum or his sons. It's not an old painting because the likeness of the lady is not far off, and so she doesn't seem to be much older from when this was first painted. Go ahead and do a perception check. Okay. Go ahead, and then as you kind of look over, you just see that it seems to be that not from Espa or normal in this area where there's like tropical landscaping and stuff. It seems to be more. The backdrop is of the mountain ranges and the Deadwood Peaks that are more in the northwest portion of Espa. And is there anything else you'd like to do with as you kind of study it?
No.
Okay. Go ahead and do another perception check. Okay. You hear another clang of pots and stuff from the kitchen again. Some commotion. You hear in Dwarvish some man barking at another man, and then another more feminine voice coming from that kitchen as well. A few moments later, you will start to hear them walk around, and from where you're standing, it's hard to see exactly, but it sounds like footsteps might be approaching the room you're at. What would you like to do?
I'm going to take like a step back from the painting and just look at the painting like I'm admiring it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And after a few moments later, after hearing the footsteps approach, you see the familiar servant that brought you to the restroom. Oh, there you are. Are you just admiring the portrait?
I'll give him a thumbs up as I walk back out into the hallway.
Oh, I was gonna see if you would slip up. Okay. So Ikram will give you a polite nod and we'll take you back to the foyer where you see Anika and Josel still talking. Let's pause there. You're not back quite yet. Let's go switch over to what Anika and Josel are doing in the meantime. So Josel and Anika, Curtis has been away for probably a good 10 minutes now. Going in there, use the restroom. You haven't seen or heard him yet. Gwenra is just kind of keeping polite small talk going, but she doesn't do an insight check, Josel and Anika.
I was about to say, I want to figure out what's up with her.
She does seems done with the conversation. Like she's being polite because she's a lady, but she's done with this conversation. She just kind of feels not into it right now. Like her heart's not in this conversation. She's elsewhere.
Something we could possibly help you with, my lady.
Nothing that I plan to talk about with strangers.
Fair.
I suppose you all will be attending the ceremony, being that you are Karuta and brought the body back from Atlantis.
We will.
Then I'm sure you will see us there, and if you have things worth talking about, we can discuss them.
Okay.
Go ahead and do a perception check, Josel and Anika. Okay. Poor Josel. Josel, you will notice, again, more of the room, taking out the layout a little bit more, but and just the architecture of the room. But Nika, you will notice that she is wearing a beautiful choker with a onyx stone in the center, right around the throat, and some other fine jewelry on her fingers, colors and shapes. Just you have this time to kind of take her in, and she, all the kind of different things. She's obviously wearing things of wealth.
Okay.
And anything else you guys wanted to say to each other before Ascronus is making his way back?
I'm curious. Exactly what business do you do exactly?
You don't even know who you're speaking to.
I've been out of town for a while.
Actually, no, I'm sorry. Joseph, you would probably go ahead and do a history check, Joseph. I think you would know, because her family has been... Actually, no, with you being in the military, Joseph, you would know this, because their family protects the Deadwind Mines. They're one of the military families, kind of like how Firehorn protected the Serrato Pass and the Deadwind Peaks. Their family has, for generations and generations and generations, defended the mines underneath the Deadwind Peaks. And actually, go ahead and do a history check. I'll see how much more you know about the Blackened Shields.
Oh, I rolled good on that.
There you go. So you would know that the Blackened Shields have been in the Deadwind Peaks for centuries. A dwarven clan that once ruled under its own domain, not necessarily the Blackened, they have kind of descended from. And over the years and generations, especially with the times of the evil empress and her first, reign of power, they kind of lost a lot of their glory, but they kind of found new allegiance, under the guidance and the relationship with Madir, and they've become a even more prominent family now in the city of Espa due to their contributions during those wars. And you guys do see Kronos eventually return back to you with Ikram.
Feel better?
I'm going to give a little nod.
Well, my lady, thank you so much for your time, and I hope we see you soon, and I think Anika goes to put her hand on her shoulder and probably thinks a little bit better of it. I do hope that your family finds your way through these troubled times, whatever specific ones you're dealing with. And then turn around and walk out.
Okay.
Thank you for your contribution.
Yes, thank you all. And she kind of looks at Ikram and gives her, after you guys turn, never mind, you guys won't see it. Never mind. You hear her mutter, mumble something under her breath in Dwarvish as you guys turn to walk away. And Ikram closes the door behind him, and you hear the big metal knockers on the door against the black shields clang as it closes behind you. And you guys are in the streets of the Upper District. What would you like to do while you're in Madir before we switch back over to Lorna and Faye and Bart, and they give you a wonderful summary of what they've been chatting about?
Well, we're just going to continue going door to door.
We've been to every door in this part of town.
Well,
it's okay. I'll say. Yeah, you go ahead. We'll say for the rest of the day, you guys want to be going around and continue that effort? Okay.
Sure.
So go ahead and do another good person. Actually, all three of you go ahead and do persuasion checks, and we'll just see how you guys did as a group.
Yeah, because Joseph was good at that.
You know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and inspire Joseph before he does his next door because this is kind of sad. So you can add a D8.
Oh.
Add that D8 printer, Joseph. All right. Largely to Anika's contributions in the negotiation.
It's almost like that's the reason I was brought along.
You guys were able to acquire 3 gold once you got to the middle district after stopping at all the houses. Several of them giving you silver pieces. A lot more seemed willing and cheerful in their donations and not so obligatory, even though it cost them a little bit more probably in their piggy banks. And as you guys kind of spend your day going through and collecting these coins for everyone, we're going to switch back over to Faye and Lauren. Bart, what have you guys been doing? Do you want to give a summary of your wonderful chat for me?
Sure.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Well, essentially, Faye and Lorna were testing out one of Faye's new abilities from the Peace Domain, the Emboldening Bond. Which, let me put that into chat. Basically, I had it as a dream from Illustrated showing the bonds that we've had from our journey and seeing how we're stronger together. Lorna took us to a beach where she was the night before to test it out. And essentially, the way I'm flavoring this, when Faye uses this, kind of these strings connecting us start to glow as they connect, and then each of us glows faintly. I'm imagining each person's going to have a different color glow. So I don't know. Lorna, what color would yours glow?
I don't know. I'd say probably more of a hunter green.
All right.
Or yeah, hunter green or gold.
Yeah, I was thinking it was going to be some kind of green for you.
Yeah. Not like too saturated, but like still saturated enough that you can see it. And that it doesn't look like shit.
Yes, the good hunter green.
Yeah, exactly.
The good hunter green.
Yes, the good hunter green.
Do you have a picture?
Huh? A picture?
A picture?
Oh, the
Of a
dark
color?
Oh.
No, sorry. I thought you were talking about something else. Never mind. Sorry. I was reading the Emboldening Bond. I got distracted.
No worries.
So learning about what that new trick does.
Yeah.
Essentially,
so what's the color green? I'm sorry, I thought you were talking about something else.
Basically, it just emboldens our bond between each other. While we're within 30 feet, we feel a bit more stronger, more united, more at ease.
Indeed, you do. Indeed, 3. What did you all do at the beach?
Oh,
We were about to test this.
We just got to that part.
How this bond helps with our strikes, and we were about to have Faye strike a cask of ale.
Empty cask of ale, let me rephrase.
Empty cask of ale.
We were just testing out the limits as to how far it goes. So Lorna went on a little bit of a jog, and not even like 6 seconds later, it broke. So she moves a bit closer.
We still feel it, but it seems 30 feet is the absolute limit of where it can go.
Yes, so
and we don't know how many people can be affected by this.
Yeah, so I think you're just about to test out if you can strike this cask.
Go for it.
So Lorna's like holding it up for her.
All right. Let's strike this thing of ale. That is a 17.
Oh, yeah, it definitely hits. Are you asking me if
The cask.
Oh yeah. You just almost like obliterate it. It's empty. Did that seem to be a bit more powerful there, Faye?
It did a little bit.
I
I wonder if it goes to other things, huh? And I'm going to take out my lyre and I'm going to hand it to Lorna. Lorna, why don't you give this a try?
Well, you would be surprised to know that I can't play this for shit. Yes, apparently she doesn't do too bad.
And go ahead and add a d4 to that.
That's right.
Because the bond.
She plays surprisingly well.
I thought you said you couldn't play that well.
I mean, not that well.
So it seems it's good in combat. It's good in outside uses as well. You think maybe it could help hunt when we're hunting that displacer beast? When we get to that area?
Absolutely.
I'm trying to figure, is this a visual spell or
no.
like okay.
It's not a spell.
It's a channel divinity.
It's not a channel divinity. It's kind of, you know how trickster clerics have their blessing of the trickster? It's kind of similar to that.
Okay. So it's just an ability. There's no verbal component. You don't have to say something that enact it or anything like that.
Correct.
Okay, cool. All right. Well, is there anything that you guys would like to do today, the three of you, as you guys are a few days out from the funeral, and the rest of your group is currently gathering donations for the royal family? Or anything else you have planned on?
Laura's gonna try and work on the thing a bit more. The words. The cart a bit more.
Okay.
Yeah. As we're walking back, I'm just gonna ask, hey Lorna, you think before we get back we could talk about something?
Sure. I don't really have anything planned except to, hammer some nails.
Please don't hammer a board to the ground again.
I will try not to. I'll get that out today, so nobody trips on it again.
I'm still wondering why you did that, but that's not the point. But thing I wanted to talk about, Lorna, when you met your husband, how did you know he was, or rather, you were in love with them? And you can see Faye is blushing.
Hold on. I have to find a gift for this.
Forgot to near my ass.
Yeah. Well, we actually grew up together in residing cities, similar cities, close enough. We kind of started training together and kind of sparked a little bit of competition, and we kept on getting closer and closer, and it just kind of happened. you never really have that point until it's I don't know, it's not too late, but if you know, you know. Why? Is there somebody?
You can tell Faye is blushing heavily.
She's just like raising an eyebrow, like, yes. Is it somebody we know?
Faye nods.
Wait. She like stops in the streets and like pondering. Is it Tanir?
No, not him.
Oh god, is it Cronus?
Are you guys at the docks right now?
We're probably walking around.
Okay. You guys are walking and talking, and you hear some commotion as you guys kind of starting to get a little bit more of the crowded sections of the streets, and hearing people gambling and doing different things or working. But keep going. I'm just giving you a backdrop.
Okay. It's not Cronus, is it?
I just kind of look up and shake my head furiously no.
Wait. Is it Anika?
Faye goes silent.
She just grabs you and hugs you, like lifts you up. Oh my god. Wait. Have you two been like... You guys are sharing a room?
We haven't done anything.
She's like raising her eyebrows.
I haven't even told her. I don't really know how to tell someone.
Well, my husband actually said it in the middle of a battle, randomly out of nowhere, where, well, he wasn't my husband at the time, but he randomly said it in the middle of battle. That's how I got this scar, because he distracted me. He apologized afterwards, but you just... Not that I'm saying you do it in battle.
Yeah, I feel like Anika would smack me if I did that.
Probably. But say before it's too late. You don't want to lose her.
Not again.
Exactly. You'll know when the time is right.
As you guys are, and as you guys are just talking about this and walking through, you guys will start hearing the cries actually of a child.
Oh.
And so you guys are kind of making it's kind of weird and out of place from where you guys are at. And the child is that of a human, and she's sitting there with a little doll, little stuffed animal. It's basically a rag doll, and she just seems to be sobbing and looking around, and she seems to be lost.
Is everything all right, little one?
This one is very little. She looks at you and has very broken words, just kind of speaking to her. I can't find my mommy.
Oh, well, that's alright. We're here to help if you want. Lorna will crouch down and, like, hold out her hand.
We can definitely help find your mom.
I don't know. You basically get through the sobs and the crocodile tears. You make out that they were down here at the docks. They were looking to buy some some fish and other food and things for the market that were on sale, and she basically got separated from them. And she'll give you a description, and she'll eventually make out that that she saw them last going with some gentleman down one of the streets off the side, about interested in looking, I guess, something they were shopping for. Her dad was looking for something. And she'll explain that what her father does is he will make furniture and things inside of Espa, and that there was some antique furniture that he was trying to buy off someone.
Do you live around the area?
Not this far close to the water. We usually, live on the west end.
Do we know of any furniture makers in the town?
I mean, not first name, or you're not that familiar, no.
Yeah.
You haven't really gone seeking furniture makers, but
So, Faye, what are we gonna do?
We could go around the docks just once, see if we can find one of her parents. If we don't find anything, we could see about trying to help her get home.
Hey. Well, why don't I pick you up so you don't have to waddle along with those little tiny feet? And we'll try and look for your mommy, yes?
Okay. And she'll nod and kind of use the ragdoll as a tissue and happily climb aboard as she kind of scans the crowds looking for her parents.
We'll,
you guys, go ahead.
We'll ask her which way her mother went, and then we'll probably go that way. I think is the best option.
Okay. So she'll go towards where she says that she got split up, and go ahead and do investigation checks for both of you.
I'll give myself guidance, and Lorna, you still have the bond, so you can add a D4.
Oh shit! Oh.
I think this would be a moment we both use it. And the bond actually helps on this as well, so I get him guidance and that. So that is a 10.
Okay. So, nothing jumps out at you, Faye, but you do, after spending a good 10 minutes looking around, you finally lock eyes with another human, a woman that seems to be frantically looking, not shopping for something, just seems to be just kind of scouring everything, just kind of looking shop to shop, checking under tables and everywhere. And after a few moments of her just looking besides herself, she finally locks eyes with a little toddler that you have kind of bouncing around on your shoulders, and she lets out a kind of a yelp and runs towards you, Faye, Lorna, and her child. And she says, "Oh, darling, where have you been? I lost you sight of you just for a second. I thought you were holding on to your father." And then the daughter goes on to tell, he went to go talk to some guy about some furniture stuff, and he thought I was with you. And then she just kind of seems exasperated and upset and frustrated with the whole situation, but she starts profusely just thanking you guys for taking care of her and bringing her back to her.
It's not a problem at all, really. Is it normal for that man to wander off like that?
Not with his child, but he has been acting a little different to sorts lately. He's Well, things just aren't going as great as they always have been since what's going on nowadays.
Aye, that's true.
He's a little preoccupied, it feels like.
Even as a furniture maker.
I'm sorry. I don't really like to discuss this too openly in public, but thank you for it.
It's all right.
Or go ahead and make a persuasion check, Lorna. See how much more willing she wants to talk about it. I should do that first.
Yeah. I'm persuasive. Hold on.
You got
13.
13.
You had lessons.
She wants to be done with the conversation, but you have her captivated enough to continue talking a little bit more.
It's all right if you don't want to.
It's just like it's not something that's you talk so openly about, and she kind of looks around at the whole bustling market and people working, and it's just not a very private situation.
I pointed over to like an alleyway. We could always scoot over there. I'm just worried, like, if he was not looking out for your child, it's not really the right man to be with.
I'm sure he just lost sight of what's going on. He is a good father.
Can I make I don't know, I just don't trust this lady.
Go ahead, do an insight check.
Yeah.
Oh.
There's something troubling her. Yeah, you just tell that there's a little worry and concern behind her words.
I place my hand, I grab hers and then place my hand on top of hers. What is going on? We are here to help anybody who needs that help.
She will, we're going to do another persuasion check.
Fuck.
At disadvantage.
Fuck.
Actually, just straight.
Okay. Oh no! Wait.
You got it.
Shit!
She kind of pulls her hand back. She goes, "Pardon me, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for stealing my child, but I don't know you.
Perfectly
I
fine.
don't really feel like to give
It's
you
perfectly
our business, but
Sorry.
it's all right.
My husband will be, I'm sure, back any moment, and it was all some grand misunderstanding. He is looking to try to put food on the table for us. I know times are tough and things are tight, but I don't want to make any more out of this than it really is. And she just kind of starts. You don't need an insight check for this, but she's just very uncomfortable right now.
Well then, that is perfectly fine.
I understand, and I understand how tough things may be with the war and everything that's going on, but the least I can do to make sure this little one doesn't go hungry and whatnot. And I'm going to give her 50 gold.
Oh shit.
I can't accept this. This is way. I don't know you people. Why would you give me?
You don't have to. The little one deserves a good life.
Me and her father, thank you all, and this will help get us through the next several months. This kindness is going to go very far in our family.
Good.
And she'll then nod and pat her daughter on the back and say, let's go home. Wait for your father. He'll be home anytime soon. And we'll tell him what's what when he's supposed to be doing, when he's supposed to be watching you. And you're not to wander off, little one. And you just kind of hear giving her the whole, don't talk to strangers, but those you're left out, you talk to the right strangers, apparently. and it's kind of giving her father a delicate tongue lashing, even though he's not present to receive it, just kind of venting a little bit.
I still don't trust her, nor the husband. Could we, walk, 100 feet behind her and just, sneakily stalk her? In the most good of intentions.
You may certainly try, absolutely.
Yes, we can.
We definitely could try.
Stealth?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, oh, sorry, yes, I would say. Sorry.
You two got the D4.
Oh.
I would say your 10 minutes is kind of wrapped up now.
I could do it again. It's based on proficiency. So I'll do it again. We're both curious.
We're having
Okay.
fun.
Perception is wisdom, right?
Yes.
Oh! Okay, you are successfully tailing her and her daughter.
We are the knight.
Yes.
All right. You go a little bit further through the town, back through the docks, and she reaches the edge where she kind of starts going to the middle district, and she starts to walk westward. Do you guys continue to follow? It's kind of on the way to your end, anyways. But
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we're just going to our end if we get stopped.
Yep.
okay, and you go follow along. Go ahead and do another stealth check with you to see if you're still, keeping your distance and not being detected. Oh, damn!
We're gone.
Oh, wait, Bart's with you guys, too. Shoot, we got a Bart.
I think me and Faye were just walking around on our own at that point.
Easy enough. That's way easier. Bart's back at the end, just kind of taking care of some stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, that makes my life so much simpler. Thank you.
He's doing paperwork.
Okay, yeah. So you guys continue to follow her. I'm not even going to roll for her. She doesn't have a chance. And you do make it back to her. See her enter this house, and you at the front door you used to see it kind of doubles as a shop as well, so they live where they work. And you'll see Hornwood's furniture, and it's kind of a nice little, a lot of flair to the text or the print on the sign. And looking through the window, you'll see some highlight furniture, like a nice dresser, some furniture, some table and chairs. You can kind of make those things out to the window, all well lit with oil lamps inside. And it's got just a nice warm glow looking outside in. It is getting a little later in the day, though the air is getting a little bit crisper, a little colder. Again, it is fall. What would you guys like to do outside of the shop?
I have a bad feeling about this husband. That he's going off to steal something. But that could just be Megan's paranoia or Lorna's paranoia.
Yeah, you would think he'd have more sense since he had his young child with him.
Maybe he was dragged off, actually. I mean,
It's possible.
a child may not know the difference between walking off and being dragged off. Well, can we check around the perimeter just to see if there's any signs of a struggle?
Sure. So there's just decent foot traffic on the main strip, not like a bustling downtown district, but it does see the random person come and go, pass you by in the street. So you're not in complete privacy, but there is a kind of out of sight part of the house if you were to duck down one of the alleys and kind of check out that area.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So go ahead and do investigation checks.
Probably need to do another one of those bonds.
Yes, because you did that when you got to the new district before your stealth checks. Yes.
Let's save it.
All right, yeah. I got 2 more I can do today.
Yeah, save them.
All right. I'll just use guidance on my investigation.
Okay.
That is a 12. Actually, you know what? I haven't used any of my luck today. I'm going to re-roll that with luck. That's not better. That is an 8.
Okay. So you guys look around and you don't find any signs of a struggle, Lorna, but you do see where there's a side door down this alley where it looks like maybe bigger items are carried in and out of the shop. Mm-hmm. And you do see some drag marks, like something that was being dragged across the mud, but nothing super suspicious or completely out of place. Just that you've kind of found the entrance where it looks like bigger pieces of furniture come and go. A little bit of time has passed, though. Go ahead to... Actually, no, you don't need to do that because this is loud enough, but you're going to hear some whistling kind of coming down the street. And the alleyway, you see a man pass by, and he walks right past the alleyway and seems to be kind of... and doesn't see you guys kind of poking around the hall. But you do hear his footsteps as they pass you in the alleyway. They kind of startle you enough to catch your attention, and you hear them entering the front of the shop/house.
Let's listen in.
I wish we could get closer.
Yeah, I'm not a magic user, so I can't really do anything like that.
I don't have invisibility, so...
I mean, I could try and toss you on the roof, but that's about it.
Let's not.
Well,
I don't know. I think that'd be entertaining.
It would be.
It would be. It would be very entertaining.
Let's just go around the front, maybe? And just, listen through the windows very, very carefully.
Alright.
Lorna will, kind of pull back her hair and, swoosh it to one side and, pull up her hood so her hair doesn't peek over the window.
Okay.
I'm just going to use my mask of many faces to appear to be kind of look similar to Lorna, more, but still a bit younger. Just appear related. Just 2 humans.
Oh god, you almost look like my younger sister. Oh, that's creepy.
I've never met your sister, and she looks...
I know. You look very similar. Shh. Anywho. Yeah, really.
Alright, so you guys have changed your appearance. So what would you like to do now?
Just kind of listen in.
Okay.
Through a window
are you trying to pull? Are you trying to pull yourself up to the window and look through the window? I guess.
More so, just be close enough that we can hear through it.
Yeah, we don't want to look through it.
No.
You'd have to go back to the front of the house to really get closer to the window.
That's fine.
Okay, so you'll be kind of standing in the front yard a little bit. Is that what you guys want to do?
That'd be very risky.
Yeah.
I'm going to be kind of, hey, there's this weird people at the market. Hey, he's in a front yard.
There's only one of them.
Or do we try and sneak in through the back door?
Let me think about the layout of the house. There may be, we got the front of the house. Because you guys are kind of in the basement of the shop, where they have the huge furniture coming in and out. off the side, during the alley that kind of went on the side down the hill. And yeah, there's really there's just windows, and you kind of have to be staying in the front of the building to get, if you want to listen in at where they're kind of, the family or the first floor level. So basically a 3-story place. There's the top floor where you can't see inside there, but the second floor looks to be basically serving as the business front, and the basement also is working up, as a little storage.
Is there a window on the side in the alley that's at the second level?
Okay.
That might be a good spot to listen in.
Because I can just push Faye up on my shoulders.
Yeah, you can do that.
Fuck yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
All right.
So Faye, you are pushed up, and go ahead and do a perception check for me, Faye.
All right. Guided. Dirty
Okay.
20.
You hear the shrill voice, almost not. I shouldn't say that. It's not like a complete yell breakdown, but you hear some heated words being exchanged. Essentially, "Wow! I thought you were watching the daughter." And you hear the husband shout out, "I thought you were watching her," and they're just kind of bickering back and forth of whose fault it was, and. She goes, "Well, what was so important that you had to wander off and almost lose our only daughter?" And he kind of just brushes off the conversation a little more. And she's, "You can't keep hiding things from me." And you hear those words be exchanged. If we came into great luck today. There was passerbyers that found our daughter that you were supposed to be watching, and returned her to me, and was were kind enough to give us a goal to, help take the stress off us, because I think they kind of felt like something was up about our current situation. And he starts getting upset and mad, and you hear him raise his voice, like, "Well, why are you telling strangers our business?" And eventually he gets so frustrated that he's like, I keep you, or I only let you know what you need to know to keep you and this family safe. And he goes, "If you can't appreciate what I'm trying to do for us here, then I need some time to cool off." And you'll hear the door swing open and slam shut as he kind of walks back off into the street and starts heading off.
Can I see what he looks like?
Oh yeah, definitely. He's very tan skin, black hair, thick black brows, a big thick black beard. As he kind of, it just seems he's got some scars and cuts on his arms. His shirt is rolled up, and it's white, and he's wearing a black vest, and that's kind of the general description of him.
Do the cuts look fresh, or
no? They're just from working with his hands, probably cut with a blade or something that he got in his younger years, perhaps. But they're not fresh cuts.
I'll get off, Lorna. From what I can gather, it sounded like he was hiding something. He told his wife he only lets them know what they need to know.
Oh. Do you go in the front, or do you go in the back?
I think we should see where he's going.
What if he's hiding something inside? Oh, it's gonna cause too much noise. Yeah, let's go after him. Yeah, let's do it.
Let's follow him.
Yep.
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and need 2 more stealth checks for you guys as you follow him through the streets.
Oh no.
Okay. And Oh, you're very lucky.
Very lucky.
Whew.
I don't think it gets worse than that. So, you guys follow him with not too much difficulty, and the path you're taking seems very, very familiar to you as you see him kind of wander into your inn that you're staying at for a cocktail, it seems like. You walk into this establishment and see, as you see him kind of approach the bar, you guys follow him in, correct? You guys are familiar with this place?
Yeah.
And you
don't
will
need to act suspicious. We have rooms here.
Yep.
Don't be suspicious.
And as you kind of enter, you see him. He is kind of bellied up to the bar. He has ordered a drink, and he just kind of seems to be having a moment to himself with his kind of hands holding his head up.
I'll sit like 2 seats down, like I'm just casually getting a drink, man. You know.
Okay. Yeah, he doesn't pay you any notice or any attention. The barkeep kind of comes back, slides in his beer, and he just kind of looks into the phone for a brief moment before raising up to his face and taking a nice long drink of the beer.
You all right there, sir?
What'd you say? I'm sorry?
You all right there, sir?
I'm fine, and I'm married, by the way.
Oh, don't mind me. Raises up her left hand, showing the ring still there. I am too. You just seem like a man in need of some talking. Seem frustrated.
Of course I'm frustrated. I work in my hands to the bone every day. I'm trying to put food on the table. I am trying to make the family money, just like every good man does. And I seem to be struggling these days. Of course, I'm a little irritated and more than able to vent my frustrations. Is there something I can help you with before you want to keep butting into my life? And he just seems, his body just reads irritated.
Well, I mean, a good drink would be preferable, but is there anything that we can help you with? Anybody we can help you with?
His ears kind of twitch at that noise, and his eyes immediately dart from you to basically those others than you sitting at the bar and around you guys. Like, that's a very bold thing to say just so openly. No, I do not need any kind of help from complete strangers.
She scoots one chair closer. I mean, we don't have to be strangers.
I told you I'm married.
I understand. I'm not looking for that, you dumbass.
What kind of help do you provide? Are you there too, Faye?
Faye is BRB.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if she's kind of hanging back while you...
I mean,
imagine she's
probably like on the opposite side of me, like away from him. Maybe.
He goes,
we're probably not surrounding him.
My business is on loan. The money I worked hard for the money to start my business, and I had to take loans to get to where I am today. And things have not been going so great, so I've been behind on a payment or two, and I was making that right. And it's just getting a little harder and harder to do these days.
I understood.
Go ahead and do a persuasion check, Lorna.
No, fuck.
Just want to, because I want to be, I want to see how open he is. He's already being fairly open, so it's just to see how much more open. Yeah. Okay, his body language is shifting more from shut down to more, okay, I'm willing to at least have a conversation.
Cool.
with this person.
Yeah, random person, you know. I'll also get him another beer, because why not? I'll get myself a large one, too. I'll get Faye a glass of wine.
Basically, I apparently borrowed money from the wrong people a long time ago, and I'm learning my lesson still.
But you've paid it all back, yes?
I'm still working it to completion.
How much more do you have to pay?
Probably a couple more 100 gold over the couple more years. Though I think the person that lent me the money likes the fact that he has me on a short leash more than he likes the money, I will say.
Who is this person so I know how to avoid him?
I probably shouldn't say. Go ahead and do a persuasion check to see how he wants to share that.
Do I get advantage because I bought him a beer?
Actually, you do get advantage on this.
Thank you.
But not for the
I
beer.
needed that. I needed that. Shit.
I think you'll find yourself in their companies soon enough the longer you stay in Espa, as long as you keep poking your nose around at the random people's business that you do.
I mean, that's just me. I'm very curious by nature. At least describe what he looks like so I can avoid him at all costs.
He's got bright red hair and green eyes, and he works near the docks. Kind of, it's a bit of a loan shark, but he has some, usually some into things that are going about that people can pay him favors to take care of some things for him, and he will usually give them what they're seeking. And he'll just kind of again describe this guy and just tell you that he's near the dock, kind of where you found the child earlier.
Well, thank you for that information. I hold out my hand.
He'll shake it.
Hold on. I need to get a name, but I need to find it. Hold on. The name's Miyari.
It's what?
Miyari.
Miyari.
Yes. And yours?
Huh?
And yours?
Hornwood. Eduardo Hornwood. And he'll shake your hand and gladly take the drink and start drinking it. And he will finish up and he'll say, I must get home. I had some harsh words with a woman that didn't deserve them, and I must go tuck my tail between my legs and accept my punishment.
I will toss him a platinum. Get her some flowers on the way.
Platinum for flowers? But
and some chocolate.
He'll just kind of chuckle to himself. It's been a while since I've had extra money to spend on something nice for her. Maybe I should get something for her and the child.
She is the one who brought it into the world, after all.
After catching the coin, he'll look back at you and say, stay away from Renard. Renard Thackeray is who you want to avoid at the docks. He's with the other Black Ravens, and I'm sure your group will run into them sooner than later.
My group? Out of character.
What's that? I'm sorry?
He said my group. Does he know who we are?
Oh, good point. Sorry, no, that was a goof on my part. He'll just say to you, sorry, that's fair. He doesn't know that. He doesn't know who you are. Even though
he could have been
your stealth roll isn't that great, he obviously did get you with the 0, so he's not onto you and Faye and the others.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm going to type this name out real quick. His name is Bernard Thackeray is the guy.
Faye, I didn't fuck things up. I got information.
We did get information.
Yes.
I wonder what Josel's going to think of our little detective work.
Yeah. We're like Jester and Nat all over again.
Yes. The greatest detectives.
Fuck yeah.
Surprisingly, not the pair I thought would be like that.
I think we got more information than your group did.
I didn't know what we were doing. I was just like, yeah, sure, whatever. Let's go.
We just fell into our investigation.
Yeah. Bernard Thackeray, part of the Black Ravens. Red hair, green eyes, by the docks. So we want to avoid. Josel, is that somebody who you've been looking for?
Well, are we all back together?
Well, no, just...
Not yet.
So let's go ahead and wrap up this day. As you guys have been kind of having a full day, they've had a full day. You are kind of left there, Lauren, as Eduardo had left you. You guys were talking kind of over the information he shared. And you will see that eventually Cronus, Anika, and Faye, Cronus, Anika, and oh my God, Josel have made it back to you.
And has it been a full hour since I did Disguise Self?
Oh, you did that back at the furniture store, right?
At their house, and then
easily
on the way.
Yeah, it's been easily over an hour.
I just thought it would have been funny if they walked in and saw 2 Lornas, one slightly younger.
No, yeah, it's been longer than an hour because they spent most of the day and you guys have kind of rounded out your day. Now, no one did work on the wagon because of this little investigation, though.
No.
And that's okay. Oh, yeah, you guys got plenty of time. You did work on it in the morning for a little bit? Well, yeah, but that was just a couple hours. So go ahead and roll a carpenter's tool check in there, Josel. I would say, I guess that would be... Is that intelligence-based ability? Tools would be dexterity or dexterity or strength, I imagine, I guess.
Alright.
I'll give you guidance.
You're not there. You can't give guidance. You're not awake in the morning.
It's okay.
Okay, you did a little work in the morning, but it wasn't a full day's work, but it definitely made some progress before breakfast. At least you've got a little bit more organized, but you'll definitely hit the ground running the next few days you guys decide to spend. Is there anything you guys want to do this evening as you guys have kind of regrouped? Again, after tonight, you'll have 2 days before the funeral, which is there anything specific that you guys want to do tonight?
So, how was your day?
Good, actually. Still don't know why we did it, but hey, we have money to give to Ariel. And I kind of set down all the platinum, gold, silvers.
Well, that's good.
So that's what you guys were doing.
Yeah. What were you two doing?
Oh, you know...
We told you what we were doing.
Saving children, helping the city.
Testing a new ability.
Yes, all the good stuff.
Saving children?
Aye.
We found a lost little girl.
Huh.
Yeah, we found her mum pretty easily down by the docks in the market area there. The fathers seem very weird, so we may have stalked him for the rest of the day.
You didn't get no city guard? That
No.
sounds like a city guard problem.
Well, we talked to him after. See, he actually came over here for a drink, surprisingly, so we've been here for the rest of the union. But he actually had some trouble with this guy called Bernard Thackeray.
One of the Black ravens?
Red hair, green eyes, boys by the docks. Does that ring a bell, Josel?
Does it?
Message, yeah.
Uh-oh. Oh god, it's a message.
Oh no.
During this time, you see like Josel's eyes like going side to side rapidly as he's processing information. You hear that.
Did you break him?
I think so.
I don't know.
You okay there, Josel? You seem to be recalling something.
Old man, are you alright?
Yeah, the Black Ravens are a guild of thieves.
Ah.
Wait a minute.
And I guess they're pretty powerful if they're in here and they're still collecting debt after a few years.
Yeah, you would know that the name is something you were familiar with back when you were a guardsman, or when you were part of the military. Howard, you've heard rumblings. I don't know if you ever did police kind of duty, but you were a guard and part of the military, so I imagine you had. Yeah, you definitely had, because that's how you knew the other person. Sorry. Yep.
So yeah, it seems like they are maybe like there was a other group called how you pronounce that? Powin
Poet.
Ravenclaws.
You got it.
They
Nevermore.
They could have changed, or new leaders stepped in and under new management or something. It's possible.
Huh. Does this have anything to do with your situation?
What situation?
Did you tell Lorna a bit about your situation?
No.
He has not told anyone. He's not told anyone. I don't think he's told Cronus or Anika the full details. So
he has told Cronus because
yeah. So we're gonna have to strike this from the record. You can't be asking these questions you know nothing about.
No, wait. Didn't you tell me that you were hunting down people that stole stuff from you?
Yeah.
So, like, she's just asking, like, could these be the people?
If it were, I would have already been over there.
That's true. So I guess not. Okay. Well, maybe, oh god. What's his face? Bert will, remember something once he wakes up from his, drunken stupor.
Can't hold his liquor. He's just skin and bones.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe we should have let him punch
It's
Barbosa
been a while
first.
since you guys have seen Bart. You guys might want to check on him in his room, maybe.
Oh no.
I'll go upstairs and knock on the door.
He's dead.
Somebody took the coin.
He survived that once before.
The coin is gone. He's officially dead. No, we're kidding. We're sorry if you see this.
I knock on his door.
You have no response, but upon opening it, and you will see a clearly placed letter on the table that he's kind of has left for once you guys have returned or come to check on him. That he has left for a few days to kind of check things out. He's not sure if he'll make it back in time for the ceremony or not, but he's going to take care of a few things that he has on his to-do list.
I'll come back down and I'll show everyone that letter. Seems he's gone away for a few days.
Oh.
He's a man out of time. Must have a lot to catch up to do.
Probably processing everything that's new and different.
Mm-hmm.
Understandable. Say, Faye, Anika, I'm not really one to get fancy wear for this whole thing that's coming up. How long do you think it would take to get a dress made?
That would depend entirely on how much money you spend in the dressmaker.
That is true.
I mean, who said we needed money or a dressmaker? And I hold up the knitting needles.
Don't it require?
Doesn't that take a whole day to make it, though?
It does take a day.
It takes a day to create an outfit, yes.
There are 2 days.
Does it require like fuel or something like cloths?
Nope.
Yarn.
It makes it magically. It just you have to kind of envision the design while you're holding the needles. And I think we said it had issued a command word. You know what? I don't know if I gave you guys item sheets for those yet. I really hope to God I have the notes for them still.
No.
You have not.
So it could make 2 dresses or outfits.
Okay. Have you already got your dresses and stuff?
Faye, have you gotten yours?
No, I have not.
Okay. I'll go out and buy mine then. You two can.
How about tomorrow we all go
shopping anyway. And then if we don't find what we want, we can make some.
Do you think if we go to like a nice high-end place that if we spent enough money they'd be able to start tonight?
Yeah.
I think they could.
Josel, what are you planning on wearing to the funeral and ceremony?
Oh, that's cold. He's wearing it.
Oh, you're wearing that? Okay, I like it. Very dapper of you.
Cronus, do you want us to get you another jacket you can tear the sleeves off of?
You should come shopping. I'm sure there's something out there for you.
I'm sure we could sweet talk someone into making something for you.
We definitely could.
If I have to wear a dress...
enough, they'll make it for you regardless of whether or not they like you.
That's true. If I have to wear a dress, you have to wear something good too.
Then I think it's settled. Let's go shopping.
Let's go shopping.
I'm sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No. Go ahead. I thought you guys were done. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we are.
Go on if you guys are still talking.
We are done, I think.
Okay. The night starts to wind down a little bit, and it's about to come to an end. And if there's nothing else everyone wants to do, we'll go ahead and retire to everybody's rooms. Or did anyone same groupings? Well, now I guess Joseph, you have a room to yourself. It's Cronus and
I've been having a room to myself.
Oh, that's true. I'm sorry. You and Bart separated. So you and Bart had your own rooms. Monika and Faye and Cronus and Laura, you guys all still sharing rooms?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
As Faye is going into her room, I will wink at her.
Oh my god.
Now knowing, I just grin.
Do a sleight of hand check, Laura. No, I'm teasing. You don't have to.
No, I'm probably like in front of Faye talking about all of the nobles we got money from.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Okay. So Anika seems entranced in the conversation. about all the notes and the things he found out with Josel today, talking about the nobles. And you guys have a very pleasant evening of sleep. So just gonna kind of play this a little bit more at a high level. Just want to see, what did everyone want to do over the next 2 days before we get to the funeral and then the ceremony that evening.
Dress
I know we're working on the wagon every day. So those you don't have to roll for that. That's 3. If you're working on the wagon all day, don't even worry about rolling. It's going to be a success. But is there anything else that you would like to work on in the 2 days? We don't have to speed it up if you guys want. I just want to. Lorna's doing her one shot next week too, so I want to kind of put you guys in a cool spot if I can. So I don't want to rush you, but I also want to put you. I do want to rush you a little.
Is this going to be like before? Is the one shot going to be like before or after the ceremony?
It would be probably after the ceremony. And if we don't finish it, don't let me rush you guys. If there's something you want to do, don't worry about it. We could just do like a flash forward and that'd be fine too. So I don't want to push you guys forward at any kind of consequence to what you guys want to do.
Yeah, my one shot.
Joseph will also work out.
All right. I will need. Well, if you're trying to work on your proficiency with strength or like building up your ability of strength, you probably won't be able to work a full day on the wagon and do working out.
Have you ever built a wagon? It's probably like more of a workout than it is an actual workout.
That's a good point. I don't think that. Go ahead and do an athletics check then for me, Joseph. That's a good rationalization. I like that.
All right.
Hey.
Let me update my note.
But also, we need to go dress shopping and find out who's leaving black roses in different places.
We definitely need to figure that out.
Sure. So the first day, I'm sorry. So is there anything you guys want to do besides dress shopping? Are you guys going shopping, or are you guys making your dresses?
Okay. Two of us will at least have to go shopping. 2 people can get their dress made. Yeah. Lorna's willing to pay money, so because she hasn't bought anything.
Okay, so who's going shopping then?
I will.
Lorna and anyone else?
I'll go
Lorna,
with her to see if I can
going.
find one, and if I can't, then I'll have Faye make it.
All right.
I'm going just because there's something else I want to get as well.
Okay, Cornus is going shopping. Josel, you want to stay and work on the cart and your strength, right, over the next day or two? Yep. Okay. Let's go ahead and Cornus, do you want to go ahead and do yours real quick? Since are you sticking with the group, going with them shop to shop?
I'm going to stick with the group, but I'm going to make it known that I want to stop at a blacksmith on the way.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Go ahead. Where would you ladies like to start first? Do you want to go stop at the blacksmith, or do you want to go to a boutique?
I think we drag Cronus along.
Boutique.
All right.
Because time sensitive.
Yes.
Okay. You're going to be. There are some shops in the middle district, but if you want really posh, kind of where the noble shop, you will be shopping in the upper district.
Sure.
Let me get you. Look here at my notes. See if there's anywhere in Madeira that kind of works for this.
Now I need to find that picture of that dress I picked.
We have it in the chat.
I know. I just got to scroll up.
Yes, she needs to find
have so
which
many.
one.
All right, yeah, you will find one. You'll find a little shop. It's got these beautiful purple dress, a blue dress, and an emerald dress. A lot of the colors that you see in Espa and this coastal capital of Madeira. And you look inside, and you will find a half-elf woman working behind the counter with a tape measure draped around her shoulders and kind of measuring different bolts of cloth. And it looks like she's preparing to make her next masterpiece. She's got long white hair with a pink ribbon tied in it. And as she sees you and the door makes a noise as you enter, she will greet you. Ladies, how are you doing? We're very glad to have you. Come in. And as she sees, as her eyes actually register who's all walking in, it's just such a motley crew of variety that she's kind of, okay, what can I do for you, ladies and gentlemen? Sorry.
Faye, can you do the... It's dresses.
Yes. Well, with the ceremony coming up, my friends and I are in need of some very beautiful gowns for the occasion.
And something that'll work for him, too. And I point at Cronus.
I'm sure I have something. Why don't you take a look at some of my things? And she'll kind of ask for maybe a certain style. And, if I have it in stock, I'll be able to get it. But I don't think I'll be able to make a full gown for the ceremony. I've already been working on full gowns, like custom gowns for people this whole week, get people getting excited for the ceremony. I'm certain you understand this is kind of coming in at the last minute, but I'd be happy to try to come up with something for you.
Of course.
So, anything in mind? And she'll bring out all the options that you guys are looking for. Is there anything specific that you want her to pull out, or are you looking for pricing on, or anything you want to talk to her about?
Is there any way that if we found a dress, could you do some alterations and add some shit to it?
Oh, of course. Alterations is not one thing. I'm coming up with something from scratch is a whole nother, darling. Yes, I could. I'm a very talented tailor. I could definitely do that.
Perfect.
I guess I should ask what kind of alterations. Are we talking about little ornaments or special buttons or taking things in, bringing things out?
A few additions?
Lorna, are you talking about adding somewhere to put your sword?
She pulls out the greatsword. I'd like to hide this in the dress.
Her eyes kind of go huge, like I am afraid I don't know if I have that skill. That's a very... why are you bringing that to a funeral, my lady?
Because we're part of the security team for the royal family. We're kind of the covert people, so if you really, they all have their, little magic-y with their hands and shit. I really don't do that. Nor does he, but he doesn't have any weapons. And a lady carrying a sword isn't that normal, but, it works well.
I'm not sure I'll be able... I will do my best.
I slapped down 10 platinum.
10 platinum? Holy shit! I will definitely try to make this work. I make no promises. That's a great sword. It's going to be incredibly difficult to hide. I'm afraid it's not going to be completely concealed. You are a very tall and beautiful lady, but I don't know if you're how long is a great sword in comparison to a person's height? Is it like 4 feet?
Let me check.
It's pretty fucking big.
I know
is it styled like a claymore, Lorna?
I don't know. Hold on.
Good estimate.
It's about almost human height.
So 6 feet?
About 5 foot is what Google says.
About 5 foot, yeah. 1.5 meters.
So just logistically, I just want to put that she will do her best efforts to create something for you to hide it within the dress. Actually, I already thought of. Do you know what you want the dress? So what do you want the dress to look like? Or do you have something in mind?
I do.
Yeah, we posted it on the Discord.
Oh, did you already post it? Okay, I don't want to slow us down.
At least 2 of us did. Me and Faye.
If you want to find something too, Laura, that you really enjoy.
Oh, she did.
You did already?
Yes.
Well, we did that last week.
And she's thinking, if you hide it in the back.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, you already had that one?
No, I did not have this dress. I had a different dress.
We just had ideas.
I had ideas.
We had ideas.
Okay.
I feel like she has like the plain dress, and like Lorna will ask for the sword and then those emblems.
She'll be able to do something like that. Now she will be racking her brain on how to do the sword or the hidden part of it, and she'll say, you know, I don't know if I'll be able to hide it. The only thing I can think of is possibly some kind of shawl to go around your shoulders that would hide the blade. Otherwise, it's going to stick out. I don't know how to avoid it. It's a huge sword.
Well,
from the front, you probably won't notice. You'll be stunning and taking men's breath away. But anyone that sees you from the back is going to be able to tell you have a sword, a 4-foot sword sticking out the back of your dress.
I can wear a shawl. It'll be something
literally
that I
have
can
something
show
sticking
people.
out of your ass.
Yeah, let's not.
I know.
Let's not. Make it work. And I'll wear a shawl. It's fine. It's something that I can tie people up with if need be.
You know, you could just use the bag of holding.
That's true. You're so smart, man. Megan's not awake enough for this.
You're not there, voice in her head.
Quiet voice in our heads.
I am currently carrying the bag of holding that, you know, the shopkeep could look at.
I could make that a little prettier. That'd be a whole lot easier. I could turn that into albeit a very large purse, but it would at least be a more beautiful version of it. It will be very superficial. The actual material will just be basically a case cover.
What if? Now hear me out. I know ladies don't traditionally have this, but what if you put pockets in the dress so I could reach into the bag? Have it underneath the dress like a hip kind of thing, and then just...
I love this. I could definitely do this. And with the money you gave me, I can have this done for you in no time. This is a wonderful idea.
I have a dress with pockets!
What's that?
You have invented a dress with pockets.
Yes. You have fabricated a way to make the pockets of your dress into the bag of holding. Little word of caution: you don't want to maybe accidentally put anything in there. I guess there really would be any danger to it. So
it's fine.
You know,
it's fine.
So I guess the bag of devour, right? Just stick your hand in there and start eating your hand or something.
No.
Okay. And Faye and Anika, you give your guys' special requests. Is there any other kind of special requests you want to do while you're doing the shopping?
Actually, yeah, Nika's going to ask for a cape to go with the dress, but dual-sided, so one side is red and the other side's black.
Okay.
You know, funeral party.
Okay. So as you guys wrap up at the shop and place your special request for your dresses, she'll go ahead and she has some of the dresses, but to get exactly what you're looking for, it's not going to be. You probably have to use the needles a little bit more, like the peacock flowy thing. She has something that matches those colors, but not the peacocking. But she could probably facilitate that at the time. This is a little additions to the skirt. Yeah, she could make that for you. Faye, she has something very, very close that she can modify. So yeah, I take that back. She'll be able to get those all done for you, especially with the 10 platinum cover that your friend gave and you're shopping together. She'll make it happen for the three of you.
Fantastic. And he needs a suit.
He does need a suit. Unless he wants a dress.
That's true. I probably shouldn't assume Cronus.
Is that what you posted to wear, Cronus? I like that a lot. I think that is very, very formal for Cronus.
Right?
That color and everything?
Yeah. I'm good with that.
I like that. That's going to look sharp.
That's very formal for Cronus.
It has sleeves.
It's like, hey, I'm respectful, and I'll break your face with my roundhouse kick. What did you say, Cronus? I'm sorry.
I said a t-shirt is formal for Cronus.
That's fair. This is above and beyond.
I picture Cronus wearing one of those T-shirts. That's a tuxedo T-shirt.
Yep.
Yes.
Been done before.
It's his fancy T-shirt.
So, Cronus, you wanted to go to the blacksmith after this, you said?
Yes.
Okay. You guys make your way back towards the blacksmith, towards Brina Garrick, the one that you worked with to kind of work on the gears. Upon approaching, you will see a familiar face kind of searching, kind of walking the street, actually turning down the street that would head towards the end that you guys are staying at, but he immediately catches eyes with you guys and sees you all, and he seems a little better dressed than normal. His kind of hair is pulled back, and his purplish skin is very stands out to you in this city full of high elves, wood elves, half elves, human, dwarves. He's the only other drow besides Faye in the city, and you see a kind of a better dressed or better kept Tanier approach to you guys, and he kind of sheepishly says, "Faye, I've been looking for you. Do you have a moment to speak?"
Yeah, I got a moment.
In private, by chance, and he just gives a courteous smile to the rest of you all.
Yes, by all means, Faye. We're just going to the blacksmith. If we could just scoot in there.
Yep, all three of us.
I give a nod and raise an eyebrow at Lorna as I'm walking.
I just wink.
Okay. He will take you off to the side, and I'll take you to another channel.
I'd like to point out, I don't actually go to the blacksmith. I want to hear this conversation. I'm sneaking around.
No!
When you first so you're trying to stay outside of the shop with Faye?
Oh yeah, like I'm going to pretend I'm following and then turn invisible and double back.
I thought you were going to turn invisible.
Son of a bitch.
Do you turn invisible in the shop or
no?
outside?
I follow Lorna, and like as we round a corner, I will turn invisible. Say, "Don't worry, I'll find you later."
What? No, I need to talk.
To go to Faye because
Okay.
this is interesting, and obviously Tanier doesn't want me to know, which means I want to know.
Lorna is just like, wait, I want to know too.
Shit.
All right, so Lorna and Cronus, are you guys heading to the blacksmith then as you round the corner, or are you guys sticking outside, kind of down the street, waiting for Faye, or?
I mean, I ain't waiting on him.
I'll go to the blacksmith.
Sort of what I figured was happening.
What I figured.
So Faye, Tanier kind of extends his hand as a gesture to go sit down, kind of near where you guys were originally and found each other. He just seems very, very nervous. He's kind of go ahead and do a perception check actually real fast and insight real quick. I want to see what details you pick up and what you get from that body language or that information.
All right. I'll use guidance on my insight, but here's my perception. Just a 16. I didn't put guidance on that one.
Okay.
And then insight. I'm going to use a luck point on insight.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay.
Thank you. 19.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't a major secret that he was kind of keeping, but you're seeing him kind of, his hands have a little bit of a tremble in it. And actually, I'm sorry, Anika, you're going to see as you come back, double back, and Faye and Tanier kind of sit down on this bench. You could kind of see this as well. Well, you're going to see that Tanier is nervous from this distance, but Faye, you're going to notice that he's sweating, his hands are shaking a little bit, and his cheeks have a little bit more color in them. And he goes, Faye, I have to ask you something, and I'm very, first of all, I want to say I'm very, hold on, let me take you to another channel.
Now!
Hang on. Me too?
Destroy. Oh, God.
All right, Lorna, you got to take your headset off.
Oh, no!
I know you hit the stream.
Okay.
So this is just between Faye and Tania right now. So Faye, I have something to say, and I have to say, by the way, you look wonderful today. Sorry, he's just finding a hard time to get started with what he wants to say or get out of his mouth. He just seems like he's struggling or he's stumbling over his words. Eventually, he kind of musters enough. I appreciate the token, and I'm truly humbled by your request. And if you'll have me, I would love to be your escort for the funeral and ceremony. But I would have imagined one of your other friends would have wanted to accompany you. But if you truly need a date for the ceremony, I would be happy to take you. It means a lot to me that you would, reach out to me and ask me. Or at least, I guess, show that you're interested in me. I hope it's not too bold of me to think that was a request in the ceremony. But I must warn you that, and I'm worried I might have given you the wrong impression, but I am only interested in our friendship. If you are looking to me for a more romantic date to the ceremony, I'd be lying if my heart didn't long for another. But, hopefully, by being of service to you, Lady Bonray, that you may one day in the future aid me in, connecting with my romantic interest.
Hearing that, Faye just kind of lets out a sigh of relief.
What do you mean? Like, you asked me. You sent me a token for this date. I'm confused.
Wait, I sent you a token?
Yes, and you'll see that he reaches into his more polished clothing. He reaches aside and he will pull out a long stem black rose. He goes, "You did not leave this for me?"
No, I've been receiving those as well. How long have you been receiving those?
This is the first I've ever gotten. I'm a little embarrassed, and he's just full on red now. Like his cheeks are red, his ears red. It's very, it's the parts of his skin that were more of a darker purple have just really all kind of flushed up to a brighter purple, a lighter complexion. Yeah.
Here, it's right. It seems someone might be watching us, but I do consider you a friend, and
I'm so embarrassed, Lady Bonray. I'm so.
It's all right. The fact that you've been receiving this, it does leave us a mystery to solve, it seems. Someone's definitely watching us, but I would love for you to come as an escort, as one of my friends, to the ceremony. It would be a great honor to have you there.
Well, yes. I will just go with you in your group. I don't have to be your date, Lady Faye. I should have been so bold to think that you would have been interested in Andre, but I hope one day that you might be able to change my future with another. So that is no longer the issue.
In Undercommon, I'll say, well, my heart also belongs to another. Do you know who your heart belongs to? Perhaps I might be able to help you there.
You were very familiar with the person I kind of seek for, but I do confess I'm too embarrassed and not confident enough to share that quite yet. Perhaps when you get a few drinks in me at the ceremony, I will be a little bit more bold, Lady Faye.
It's not one of my sisters, is it?
I will see myself go, Lady Faye. I am so embarrassed.
It's okay. It's all right. But Near, keep an eye out. If you get any more of those flowers, let me and my friends know. I've been finding them outside my door since we were in Minzo.
Since Minzo. Those words resonate with him, but looking at his facial expression. He seems confused why they resonate with him, or why that piece of information is meaningful. He goes, I will definitely keep an eye out for myself and for you and your friends, Lady Faye. I will be by for when we go time for the ceremony. I'm sure the funeral will be wonderful. I've heard that they have made preparations for a great tomb that they plan to send out into the bay past the docks at Sink, and hopefully immortalize or erect a statue for King Triton in the years to come, while he kind of becomes this part of the sea again at the bottom of the bay.
It will definitely be something to witness. I don't think many of our kind have ever been to a proper ceremony like this on the surface.
Well, take care, Lady Faye, and please, when you tell this story, try to save my pride a little bit.
I will. Don't worry. You have my word.
Okay. And he will, if you allow him, he will try to reach for your hand and give you a kiss on your hand, very politely, and just kind of walk back away. Kind of doing his best to keep his head up, but he's still very much so embarrassed by the exchange.
I'll nod and then I'll start making my way back.
As Faye starts to leave, can I look around and see if anyone was like paying attention or just looking on? Perception?
Yes, perception. You do see some people passing by in the streets, but no one seems to linger, or eyes don't seem to wander. Well, eyes wander in the sense that it's two drow sitting in the middle of Madeir, but no one seems to pause long enough to like investigate. They're just kind of like, keep moving.
Okay. Then I will double time it to the blacksmith.
Okay.
Trying to beat Faye there.
No, actually, I'm going to double time mostly to the blacksmith, and then if there's a sweet cart along the way, I'm going to stop and buy it up for everyone. And have an excuse for why I wasn't there when Faye arrives.
You know what, though? How close did you get, Anika, when they were having this conversation?
Close enough to hear and see their face.
Go ahead and do a stealth check.
She is invisible, so
right? Yeah.
Of course, yes. And Faye, make a perception check.
Yeah, you're gonna have to nat 20.
Yep, you do so, Anika. You were able to find a random cart. He's selling flowers. He's selling treats and little snacks. You can find some general items there to buy to yourself an alibi.
Also, I'm gonna ask him if he's ever seen any black flowers, like black roses, on the surface.
I don't really sell black roses, but it's been some time. Not recently. I'm sorry, little lady.
Do you know anyone who would have them?
Not that I recall. Not specifically black roses. It's not a very common flower here in Madeir.
Okay.
It's perhaps if you seek one of the more prominent florists in town, but I've not seen a black rose in quite a while, and it's very odd to see one here.
Agree. Thank you, though. And I take the treats and bring them to the blacksmith.
Okay. I want to move everyone back up to the regular channel real quick. Someone message Meg that we're back.
Yeah, I got it.
This trench coat is just like guns all the way down.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Oh, goodness, that's not good. Cronus is already. You are in the blacksmith, Cronus, with Lorna, and you see Faye enter the shop before you. Faye enter behind. And then behind Faye is, because you were at the cart. You see Nika follow probably just a few moments behind Faye, carrying some treats and stuff that she plans to, or she's carrying some treats on her.
Yeah, I passed them out. So, did you find what you were looking for?
I mean, I just got here.
Oh.
I don't know how you guys nearly beat me here.
Well, I'm sorry. Let's do you confront us a little bit because were here beforehand. So, what were you doing in the shop before they came in?
So I actually want to have some throwing daggers made.
I have some throwing daggers. This is Brina Garrick is who you're dealing with. This is the same person that you guys were dealing with for the poles for the axles and all that.
Yes.
Sorry, let me pull up her character sheet on my side real quick.
And you also got me the silvered hand axes.
Yep.
Oh. Yes. So she'll go. I'm sorry, you're picking up the silver hand axes. You said.
I think I'd already given them to Lorna.
Yes.
I thought you guys had done that earlier too.
Yeah.
I thought she did that one of the first few days.
Yeah, because that was when we went with Bart.
Yeah, and then she dropped off I think she dropped it off to, or some of the stuff she was working on throughout the day when she dropped off some of the supplies for the wagon.
Sure.
But daggers, absolutely. And how many of you are you looking for?
Let's go with 10 of them.
10 of them, okay. Let me double check what the prices on them. It's just player handbook prices. I think
it was like two. I think it was 2 gold pieces.
2 gold pieces, or 2 for a gold piece.
No, like 2 each.
2 gold for each of them. Okay, so it'll be 20 gold or 2 platinum for you.
And then I want to ask her if she is make a vest type of thing for me. And kind of like, and like, I want to try to describe it the best I can, but I'm just gonna put a picture up and like, this is what I'm looking for.
Yeah, go for it.
But I want the blades to be on the back, not the front.
Yes.
You want a shoulder holster for knives?
I don't see.
It went in the meme channel.
Nope, I put it in the meme channel.
You did.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I could make something like that.
But I want to like reiterate, it needs to be on the back.
On the
like
back,
the part
behind you.
Yes.
It would be very hard to reach and grab the daggers if it was behind you, sir.
He's very flexible.
I don't think anyone's that flexible.
Cronus.
You could do it. It's just gonna be like your handles the handles of the blades would probably have to come down where the points are coming right now. So the points would have to be kind of pointing towards the middle of your back for that to really be physically possible to pull that out. So she could put it behind you; it'd just be a little bit harder to grab. But she could facilitate that. It would just be a little bit inverted.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Okay. Yes, I can. I'll make some modifications. I have something very similar in stock. If you want it behind you, I'll have to make some modifications. If you got some time to sit around, I can definitely take care of it while you're here in the shop. It won't be that hard. Something like that. And I'm sorry, I started getting out the player handbook, but I stopped. Let me go get it. It'll be about 5 gold pieces to make something like that. And the daggers, you already said it was 2 platinum. Is there anything else I can help you and your friends? You and Mr. Joseph out. Mr. Model. Oh wait, Joseph, are you there? You stay at the place to work on the wagon, right?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Okay, I'm all over the place. So Cronus, really, you're in here by yourself.
Hi.
Oh, Lorna, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Lorna's there.
I'm getting turned around. Who's where?
It's okay.
So Lorna, is there anything that anything that either of you would like to do?
No. Megan did not research this while you guys were talking, which she should have been. So it's okay, I'm good.
We can always do it in downtime or offline too.
Sure.
If there's something you guys think about before the ceremony, we could definitely retcon and stuff before we get to the ceremony. So, at this time, as you're talking with Brina and haggling and dealing with what she has to offer, you can get away actually with the whole thing for 25 gold. Cronus, you'll see Faye enter, and then followed by Nika shortly afterwards.
How's it going over here?
Yeah. Also, I have treats.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yes, food. I will take it. I mean, I don't... Cronus?
I mean, I guess. But not like I'll just hold my hand out.
I put him in his hand. So, did you get your thing?
Yes. Well, not yet. She has to modify it. But yes.
So, beach day until the funeral?
Oh no. I mean... Sure.
It's either that or hammer more nails.
Ooh.
That is true.
A hand that Joseph, I'm sure, would be happy to have.
Yes.
You are truly, you guys are free, open, whatever you like to do for the next 2 days before the funeral begins. So if you guys are done for the day, we can always kind of wrap back up, and then for the day, see how Josel's doing with the cart, or whatever you guys would like.
I think at one point, Lorna and I need to have a conversation where Faye is not paying attention.
Okay. I would say you could carve yourself some time out until later on in the evening before going to bed, if you so chose.
Yep.
So as there's nothing anyone else wants to do for the day, anyone want to talk about or anything like that, we'll go ahead and skip forward a little bit until the evening. I'm kind of pausing here to give anyone opportunities to kind of jump out and say anything. But then you are able to borrow some privacy with Lorna in her room. Go ahead. Okay.
What is the moon tonight? Is it a full moon or crescent moon or?
It is past the full moon already. Actually, the last full moon would have been on October 31st or October's 31st, which has been a few days since. Actually, what day are you guys on? Let me check.
November something.
You guys woke to the Black Rose. That was the day before. It's November 5th. So 2 more days until. Oh, what's up?
No, ignore me. I got it.
Okay.
So it's kind of like a half crescent, or?
Yes. Sorry. Yep.
That works better. Faye is going to go out and do her prayer, since a half crescent is part of the holy symbol for Illustrate. So that works out.
Perfect.
Okay. Anything mechanically I need to know, or anything that you are trying to achieve while spending prayer, or anything you want to send in private? Okay. If you have anything specific, you feel free to message me privately, or if you have anything specific in mind. Lorna and Nika. Nika borrows you for a moment, Lorna, and asks for some privacy in you and Cronus's room, but just you two.
Well, if Faye's outside, I really don't move. I just make sure she can't hear us.
Or wherever you guys would like to carve some time. You want to do it in the inn or wherever you'd like to
that'll
go
work.
and discuss.
I'll grab a stein of something and we'll go to a separate table.
Yep.
Away from the boys.
Okay, so.
You okay?
Oh yeah, I thought you wanted to hear about Tanir and Faye's conversation.
Yes. What was it?
So you know how we found the Black Rose on Faye and I's store?
Was it Tanir?
No, he got one too. Apparently, it's like gee, what kind of fae is she? Drow. It's a drow like courting ritual, I guess. But he was really nervous and embarrassed. Thought she asked him to be his date, but she didn't put the rose on his door.
No.
And also, apparently, he's not interested.
Wait,
I think he's after one of her sisters. Yeah.
But wait, then why didn't I get one?
You did. When we were in the Underdark, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Wait, what?
Also, apparently they're not like. I asked the guy I got the sweets from because he had flowers too. I don't know where they're coming from. I mean, maybe like a fancy flower shop could have done it, or like a thieves guild. I don't know.
Well, couldn't Skybor make flowers?
Yeah, but do you imagine Skybor ever making a black rose?
No, but like, it's not out of the realm of possibilities. It could have just been another druid, but if it was Skybor, I mean...
Then why would he be following us?
I don't know. Trying to keep tabs on us? Make sure
we're not... Does that really sound like Skybor?
No, it does not.
Does that sound more like you?
Shh. Maybe. I think...
So apparently he's gonna be her date. But like, friend date? To the ball? Festival thing we're going to?
How does that make you feel?
Why would that matter?
I think you went over there because you were jealous of him.
She looks like generally kind of confused at this line of questioning and raises her eyebrows. No, I went over there because he was hiding something. And I thought he was the one who left the roses.
And because you were jealous of him asking Faye out.
Why would I be jealous of that?
I don't know.
Lorna?
Do you like her?
Feel like you're asking more than that question says, but yes?
You do? Interesting.
Why? What?
No, I saw you blushing one time and you were so happy to see Faye when you got back. It just made sense.
I was also happy to see you when I got back.
I understand, but like, you had a little, like, more of a moment with her.
We're close, yeah, but...
Exactly. I'm not that close with you guys.
Yeah, you are.
I'm not sleeping in the same room together.
This time?
True. But still. Okay.
Uh-huh. It's turned from a very weird conversation.
Yes.
And he's like, I was here to gossip about Tanir. I was not ready for this.
Like, I don't really know what's going on here.
Lorna the matchmaker.
Anyway. Yeah.
Well, why don't you ask her to the dance?
Because she has a date.
You said friend date. Like, yeah.
Well, a date, Lorna. Who are you taking?
I don't know. Do I have to?
Don't you think you should?
You do not have to.
I know.
It's,
I don't know.
I know this is Anika being uncomfortable and turning it around.
I love it. All right.
I don't know who to ask. I'm a widow.
Oh.
She's a 20-year-old spinster woman.
I'm not. Am I? No, I'm not. How old am I?
I forget how. I think you were in your 20s. Like
I'm
20s,
25.
Either way. Oh.
Yeah.
He told me he wasn't dead in the Underdark.
Well, I didn't think he was because I saw him.
Oh, right. When everyone else was having visions.
Yeah. there's a ceremony after that's a celebration of life. And I don't think you were there, but after we went through the portal, we were swimming over this large chasm, and there were spirits coming up from the bottom, and I saw him there. So I'm pretty sure he's gone.
Probably.
So no, I won't be asking anybody. Maybe. I don't know. Who would I even ask?
Who do you like?
I don't know. My sword?
I mean, technically, you are bringing your sword.
Exactly.
I mean, technically you are bringing your sword. Huh. Wait a minute.
Perhaps I will, or go ahead.
Lorna,
Yes.
are you saying Faye likes me?
I said nothing of the sort. She will start chugging her beer.
Perhaps I should also mention that when Tanir said his heart belonged to someone, Faye said the same thing.
Oh my god. We're gonna fade to black on Joseph here in a minute.
Okay.
I think. Oh, go ahead.
No, what are you gonna say?
No, I don't want to wrap. If you guys are,
I think we're still going.
Lorna,
I have said nothing of the sort.
you've said everything but
All
that specific words.
Okay. She was just asking me about how when I figured out when I fell in love with Alexander. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Fine.
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna stand up and walk away with her beer.
Okay.
Oh, Nika has the I absolutely know what you mean and what you're not saying look on her face. She's just actually letting you go.
Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit.
Alright.
Cronus, I may have fucked up. I may have told somebody a secret that I should not have told, but nobody can really trust me with those secrets anyways.
I feel like that person should have known better.
Right?
Alright.
Lorna is not to be trusted with secrets.
Not juicy secrets like that, no.
So we're going to. Oh, did you guys want to roleplay that part out too? Cronus and Lorna?
No, I think that's enough said.
Okay. Anything that Nika you'd like to do before the night winds down? Like before going to bed for the night?
No, well, actually, yeah. I want to go to the bartender and ask him, do you have a flask?
He kind of nods. Yes.
Could I buy it off of you and could you fill it with that potion that turned me into a piglet and a mouse the other night? Or not potion, drink?
Yeah. Sure. It's he goes over, he pulls a tap and fills it up and hands it back.
Thank you. How much?
Okay.
I'll just put a gold on the thing.
Oh, thank you.
Yep.
I gotta turn Discord off when we play. I can't look at the chat. It's loud. So, Joseph, is there anything that you'd like to do? Otherwise, over the next few days, we're going to just kind of skip forward. We'll start off at the beginning of the funeral. Unless there's anything anyone would like to do before then.
No.
No, I'm just gonna pretend like nothing happened.
And update my notes on the wagon because you guys spent another 3 solid days on it. Okay. And you guys are all going to awake on the day of the funeral. And it is November 5th, so November 6th, November 7th. So November 7th then. Is that right? Math add up. Double check. Yeah, I think that's right. So you guys wake up for the funeral, and that's where we're going to go ahead and just call the session for the night. Sorry, Laura, I did not get this as far as I